that the seemingly public impasse between my Nananom, especially Nana Domani and Kasatini, is not helping our collective efforts in this regard. I hereby appeal to you, Nana President, to intensify your ongoing dialogue, to bring calmness to our front, and to work with me to resolve whatever issue that keeps coming up behind closed doors.
There are founded fears that if the rate at which galamsey is spreading is not checked, Ghana will import water in the very near future. And that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of the National House of Chiefs. So help me God.
Asante Manso TV, Yeso Mosompa.
Abusia for your mama kwa baba Asante Manso TV. So ene yabowi abepie mu e wo menhia ahembobo ano. Regional House of Chiefs ene nananum atankunya ehia atenase e wo nhie die mu no. Yewura ode ne ho ochikusi intrama a otoso mienu mekira esumenya manyene esumenya Asante Manso manyene ono anso ne otumfo benkonyene oni yewura enmanyamfo go so manyene eba besai e wo National House of Chiefs e wo nhie mu die no de besibia no yemfa nkamemo ye de beba na ye de aba besommo se oye foforo e na wo ye beso se obe subscribe anam sa ye iso mo be ka Asante Manso TV ade hyekan no afei ma oramfi se obe hye ama afoforo ensa akabi no hu ne ekoso ewo ya Asante memu yanum ewo amamre ne amane kwan so afei nyame nhirawo se uja comment ewo comment section ho me ametene mu amesommo no bidini eduana de hyekan oforiwa adepa amanfo abusiafo se de yekan ye no yenya ewra edan ni mu nananom atankunya na yehu ni se wojegira ho na wo chiacha ho na vongo manyene de hu no afei esumnya Asante Manso manyene oni ni nua go so manyene ehu se omo obi wona ene insuai no egina won so nananom ena sabe uhu se wonenam ho de oberem na yachia no ewraje man bedu nso bepie mu hobi do mama anye na hu se ochia eno na tese ene nhie mude no eye nananom atankunya Chile National House of Chiefs ena wo hia wonhia etwato kra ewo afinimu ewo wonhia etwato ewo afinimu no ena enam so ema yehu se yeba be nananom beswai mechire esomenya Asante Manso manyene ode ne ho nana ochirekusi inchama oni yewura go so manyene eba aba beswai no yewura jamabedu enena ma wokotena se no nananom atankunya gusua a wochia titiri wona wochia omopa ye wonuanom a wo beka won ho ene wo beso afenemu na wosai na wase bibi e de a kire won no wona hu se nananom nyina ba na waba bechia won ewo enigye eso no nananom gusu e checha won ho ansana asetena no astart Sabre yewura ode no ho ochirikusi inchama eni ehu se ochia Regional House of Chief Registrar Sansona Regional House of Chief President aso yewura nsemu a wochia no no the Vice President Mature Regional House of Chief Vice President so eka ho bi ena ochia chia nananom atrankunya a watena se ewo enedwumede ase no Sabre nananom nyina aso regional honom sanse or regional president or National House of Chief President abedu dwumade na se on the vice president the registrar and impefo aka eka ho ti ye ni de ema de efata no ewo dwumade na se anti Samuel enchia ekoso no eye National House of Chiefs President or the vice president registrar eka ho ena sabe hu se ocheche nananom atrankunya aha ne hu se wochia yewura no nkyia no gu so ɛkɔ so wobɛhu sɛ wɔkyea fa wobɛkyea bɛwie no na wɔnatena se na wɔnatena se enidie no ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ hɔ saa nyɛ yɛn nko na nananom ɔba dwom a yɛsɔre na mmom nanam mpanyimfo a ɔda wɔn ano nso wɔn mu hyia a wɔsɔre de enidie ɛma wɔn pɛpɛɛpɛ sɛdeɛ ɛteɛ no ahemfokyi ne ebi dede bi akyi ampa ne sɛnti registrar a wɔda National House of Chiefs ano ɛna ehu ne sɛ odi anim na afei National House of Chief President otutu ne kente fɛfɛɛfɛ na ɔno so ɛnam mu a wɔkyea na ne vice nso gu so a ɔkyea no sɛ wɔkyea wie ne sɛnti nananom nyinaa atena se yɛtwɛn na yɛde dwumadie no ahyehyɛ so. Deɛ yɛduru so no dwumadie no yɛ starte nananom ɛho sɛ yɛntumi nya biribi wabere bɛkɔtwie Nyankopɔn Sabre Honorable Asamoah Boateng ayɛbɔ no nsamrane sɛ asabi ɛna ho ne sɛ registrar edi n'anim a wɔkyea okura yɛwura a ɔde no ho ɔkyirikosi nkyerɛma osiminya asanteman nso manyene ensa enigye no sanso na yɛwura SK Boafo former minister for House of Chiefs ɔsabe yɛ former minister for Ashanti region ɛna ɔkyea no abrepon Sabre nananom atena kunya ɛna ɛbɔ empaye esanse wo gidie sɛ nyame na bɔ wɔ mo na ɔdom wɔ mo ɛna ɔde wɔ mo esisi emiamia wɔ kunya so ɔdom wɔ mo nyansa ne ntiaseɛ.
We ask that you challenge each other to reach higher and further to the best we can be. This we ask in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Zugrana, Tobe after the 14th, I was in the theater of Azogri. There are several economies on the second. Kwawu Hene, Nana say Oti agree, Kenya say number 1 Hene. Nana Yawa the second, we Hene. Tobe Tefrehodu the 4th. Fiaga of Mafoga. Kumbuna the second, Kumbuna Adebo NK Animal the 6th, Osudoku Mantle. And then Odele Humbin the 4th. Swama.
Presidents of the various regional houses of chiefs, Nanano, on your behalf, I wish to welcome our minister, very hard-working minister, who is popularly called Asabi, for his presence and his entourage. I also wish to acknowledge the presence and welcome our former Minister of Presidency, Honorable S.K. Boafo. Nananum say you are welcome to our meeting. We thank you very much. The registrar and your staff, our councils, yes, you are welcome. I heartily welcome you all to this last meeting of the House for the year 2023. We are in the Yuletide season, so let me, on my own behalf and on behalf of the House, wish each one of you, Nana, and everybody here, a Merry Christmas. Stop taking. End of the period is a time for stop taking, so we should take stock of our actions and activities as chiefs and as a house. This will help us to know whether we are making the right impact and achieving our purpose. I hope the various committees can evaluate their performance, report on their activities to us during our first meeting next year. Nanano, 2023 has been a very difficult year. But thankfully, we have survived it. Depreciating currency, inflation, and high energy costs, among others, combined to make life rather unbearable for our people. However, the good news is that inflation is dropping, and as I speak, it has dropped from 54.1 recorded in 2022 to 26.4% in November 2023. And the indications are that it will go down further. This is important for us leaders, as high inflation devalues the purchasing power of the people. While commending the architects of the economy for the modest improvements, we will continue to urge them to continue to work even harder to relieve the population of our hardships. Nanano, on your behalf, I welcome again our minister. He's been working very, very hard. In fact, he tries as often as possible to consult me on very thorny issues. And I'm happy to announce to you that he's almost succeeded in getting us a liaison office in Accra. So as soon as we get it, I will come back to announce Nanano and tell you the location. In addition, he's been able also to help us get counsel for all the regions we didn't have. And I'm happy, it was only the Western North. And unfortunately, the Western North, it wasn't his fault. The lawyer, on the day of the interview, called and said he was in his way going for the interview. Unfortunately, he never attended the interview. I'm happy also to welcome in our midst an additional counsel. So counsel, will you please be on your feet to be introduced? So this is our new counsel, Mr. Usu, is that correct? Reza, give us his full name.
Alexander Obin Asante.
Asante, sorry. Very good. So he was with the Western Region House of Peace, and he's not been transferred. Indeed, he applied to come to work with us. He was interviewed. So yesterday, the standing committee confirmed, and this morning we will expect the whole house to confirm his appointment. I think that's the procedure. So Mr. Asante, you are welcome. Now, let's take the opportunity of this meeting to deliberate on issues which continue to affect the lives of our people. Number one, the Galamsey business. Galamsey has become a national dilemma. Fighting it has become a national security issue, with nexus between unemployment and sanity of the environment. Galamsey is devastating our forests, our lands, poisoning our water bodies, the air we breathe, contaminating our soils, and the crops which are grown on the soils. The youth are dying in Galamsey pits. Others have been exposed to dangerous chemicals and are awaiting the culminating effects of the future. It is now common knowledge that in the rural areas, cocoa farmers are harassed and indeed threatened to sell their cocoa farms to Galamseyers. Galamsey will affect the food security of this country if nothing is done about it. There are founded fears that if the rate at which Galamsey is spreading is not checked, Ghana will import water in the very near future. For many of our people who are dependent on the agrarian economy, the land is our source of livelihood and cannot sit unconcerned as Galamsey continues to devastate our lands. There are also fears that the soil poisoned by the Galamseyers can affect not only the production of cocoa, but also the quality of the cocoa that we produce, and indeed other costs. Cocoa is the mainstay of Ghana's economy, and nothing should be done to negatively affect the hen which lays the golden egg. Now, there is enough evidence to suggest that government's approach in dealing with galamsey without the active participation of traditional authorities will not succeed. In fact, if government does not involve Nanano, this fight will not succeed. Government should collaborate with the traditional authorities and draw up a detailed plan and provide adequate resources to halt galamsey and the means associated with it. Thereafter, we can plan follow-up actions to address the negative effects of galamsey on our environment. Mining in the forest reserves now. Associated with galamsey is a phenomenon of mining in the forest reserves. The policy on mining in forest reserves was well intended, but the results so far show that beneficiaries of the policy have not been sincere enough. Those issued with prospecting license are undertaking active mining. Additionally, government and its related agencies like the Forestry Commission, the Environmental Protection Agency, the Minerals Commission, the Water Resources Commission, the district, municipal, and metropolitan assemblies cannot implement the policy in the manner to achieve its intended purpose. Under the circumstances, we as chief and as custodians of the land should recommend a total abolition of the policy. Indeed, Nanano are calling on government to change the regulatory regime to involve Nanano to be part of the regulatory regime.
The National House of Chiefs, Jacopo Yabini, second Paramount Chief of Secretary National, Vice President of the National House of Chiefs, Nampole Kampo III, the eminent members of the National House of Chiefs, Honorable S.A. Wako, former Minister for Chieftaincy, and former Minister for Ashanti Region, and former MP for Supreme Constituency, His Lordship Justice William Jose, Justice of the High Court, registrars and councillors of the National and Regional Houses of Chiefs, my brothers and sisters from the media, my officers from the ministry in Accra, Cambridge, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to all of you now. I am happy once again to be with you in this meeting, which happens to be the last of the meetings in the year 2023. And thank you for the opportunity. I first of all bring you greetings from the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who, recognizing the end of the year, is here, so I should go and see Nanano in a special way. And that's why I'm here as well. And his Vice President, Alhaji Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. It has been 8 months since my appointment, and I must admit that it has been a very eventful and challenging period. Chieftaincy and religion are at the center of our core values as a nation. And so to relegate them to a lower standard would be disastrous for our nation's welfare, because they permeate our very lives. Every Ghanaian belongs to a traditional area and can trace his or her lineage to a particular stool or a skin. Again, almost every Ghanaian identifies himself or herself with one religious body or another, and have faith and believe in the Supreme Court. You take the chieftaincy institution closely, there are over 393 traditional areas in the country, overseen by as many as 5,000 paramount chiefs, divisional chiefs, sub-divisional chiefs, odikoros, grand carlos, clans, heads of clans, and usuapenis, name them. And this makes us one of the biggest, larger body of institutions in the country. Again, if I take the statistics on the religious front, at the last housing and population census by the Ghana Statistical Service, there are 2.1 million Ghanaians identified as Christians, and that represents about 71%. 6.1 million Ghanaians as Muslims, represent about 19%. 1 million Ghanaians as traditionalists, 1.4 million in other religions, and about 400,000 who say they are not religious, but I believe they believe in something that they also worship quietly. So remember, you see, with these statistics, the chieftaincy and religious affairs present the widest and farthest stakeholders and audience in this country. Thus, we have what it takes to shape the development of this country to a higher standard that we have all been yearning for. We must show our influence, but yet there are serious issues that we, if we don't tackle it head on, could lead the country into some troubles. As the year draws to a close and we look forward to 2024, I want us to take a stock and plan ahead what we must do and do better. I am happy to mention that working with Nanano in my short time at the ministry, we have managed to resolve about 38 chieftaincy cases. However, I must be quick to admit that the pending number of cases, numbering about 477, leaves much to be desired. Sadly, this number keeps increasing, especially in the last few months of the year. I am determined to work with the various houses in my direct and personal engagements to reduce this 477 number drastically by half, by God's grace, at the end of the year, and also to slow down the number of cases that keeps coming up. I must openly admit that the seemingly public impasse between my Nanano, especially Nana Domaine and Kasantini, is not helping our collective efforts in this regard. I hereby appeal to you, Nana President, to intensify your ongoing dialogue, to bring calmness to our front, and to work with me to resolve whatever issue that keeps coming up behind closed doors. That's the way to go to resolve whatever issues pertaining in the chieftaincy institution. We discuss those things behind closed doors. The public gets worried and concerned and very apprehensive when disagreements spill into the public domain. And of course, when we rush to the law courts, it brings uneasiness in our communities. I will continue my regular interactions of calling yourselves Nanano, visiting you as I do, inviting you to my office, and generally assisting you to perform your duties well with my ministry support. I will also intensify my efforts to find the needed resources to address the perennial issues such as staffing levels, your sitting allowances, etc. In my short time at the ministry, various fora have been conducted to train traditional authorities, and we have engaged them on diverse national development issues this year. I have been working with you, Nanano, on an extensive review of the Chieftaincy Act 208, which Act 759, which was passed when myself and my senior brother were in Parliament, and he spearheaded it, with a view of amending sections to reflect our current trends and address identified gaps and adversely affecting the smooth implementation of the Act. This is a policy reform agenda which is currently pending before Nanano for scrutiny and to have inputs. And I'm told that it is still with Nanano and hopefully he should be able to get back to the office so we can go to cabinet and to parliament for final determination of the amendments. I am happy to announce that I have secured budgetary allocation, albeit an initial sum from government, to commence the construction of the 6 regional houses of chiefs within the newly created regions, as well as continue other smaller office building projects in other regions that have been pending for some time now. Also, some funds, albeit relatively little compared to the problem at hand, have been secured to ensure speedy trial of chieftaincy disputes pending before the respective judicial committees. I have established an excellent working relationship with the national security apparatus to bring relative calmness in several security flashpoints and appeal by succession disputes to ensure people carry on with their daily lives towards their own livelihoods. While at this, I wish to acknowledge the new additional counsel to the National House who will assist the Judicial Committee of the House. I would also wish to extend congratulations to Nanano, especially Nana Esumegane, who is being sworn in today, and Nana Bosohene. They will come and add valuable contribution to the House. I must also express deep appreciation to Nanano for the immense support you provided to the religious sector during last month's regional consultation on the proposed national policy on religion held in all 16 regional capitals. That would not have happened if Nanano had not joined the consultation processes. These achievements have not been without challenges though. I am aware of the inadequate staff for a number of traditional councils and House of Chiefs that hinder effective job performance and service delivery. And as I earlier mentioned, my effort will be intensified to reduce the pressures on yourselves, in particular the traditional councils and the national and regional houses of chiefs. I am also aware of the logistical challenges as well as limited working tools at the various houses of chiefs and traditional councils needed for smooth operations. This is firmly on my radar, and whatever resources we get, we would distribute accordingly to help reduce the pressure. More funds are needed, though, to get through our work plan for the next year. Based on our annual programming and budgeting for the next year, it was estimated that the ministry will require some 450 million cedis to enable the ministry to achieve its target. However, due to government financial constraints, just about a quarter of those the estimated budget was approved. I have, however, found out that my ministry can get something from collaborating with other ministries, departments and agencies to release more funds to augment our work. And indeed, when I attended Parliament for the approval of my estimates in Parliament, I had closely worked with the Parliamentary Select Committee on Youth, Sports and Culture to unlock potential sources of internally generated funds which are locked up in some other ministries to be channeled to our ministry. So I'm standing on something when I say next year, God willing, we should have some resources to move the pressures on you. The new year will also see more efforts to collaborate with our development partners, most of whom are ready to assist. And I take this particular opportunity to express my gratitude to the United Nations Food and Operations Council, which is the UNFPA, for stepping forward earlier than expected, and they've been very helpful with funds. But as I indicated in my address to you on the 14th of July this year when I was here with you, the ultimate solution to this problem of funds for you and the ministry to make giant strides in our responsibilities is the establishment of the Chieftaincy Fund by Parliament. And in this regard, my technical team are working on it as a matter of urgency. As the President said, my ministry have made available accommodations for the Nanon in Accra, so that whenever you are in Accra, you don't have to struggle yourselves. Very nice place, and Nana President will make the details available to you appropriately. Today, I wish to present a number of proposals for reforms within the chieftaincy institution for your further consideration. To Nana President, I can imagine a Ghana where chieftaincy and religion are the forefront of socio-economic development that we are not taking much attention. It is my wish that sharing this with you would help us move into the next year with purpose. Next year, it is my wish that we implement a chieftaincy information management system to enhance the administration and coordination of chieftaincy affairs in the country. This will come with an e-library to enhance and enrich our rich culture. The system will enable the chieftaincy institution to store, update, and retrieve data on the various traditional authorities, their jurisdictions, as well as their rich histories that will set the proper records of our chieftaincy institutions in Ghana. I believe that will help reduce the tension and the disagreements in the open. It will also facilitate communication and collaboration among the ministry, the National House of Chiefs, the regional houses of chiefs, and the traditional councils. The system will help to preserve and promote the rich culture, heritage, and support the resolution of chieftaincy disputes, as I suggested. My second proposal, as custodians of the land, I would like to urge Nananum to reconsider availing their respective councils for the customary land secretariat management system that was espoused under the land administration project implemented by the government several years ago. I would urge you to collaborate with the Lands Commission and other relevant agencies to ensure that customary land rights are protected and respected. This proposal is part of the government's effort to address the challenges of land governance in Ghana. So this appeal is to encourage you to use your influence and authority to prevent and resolve land disputes, as well as to promote peace and development in your various communities. My third proposal, I wish to propose to Nananum to consider the establishment of an investment portfolio within your traditional areas and invite your subjects to invest in such livelihood projects. Traditional councils have a lot of assets and resources that can be leveraged to create wealth and improve the living standards of your people. Among the various investment portfolios that can generate income are investments in agriculture, which this government has put a lot of effort in. And I will recall myself and the President and the Minister for Agri were before you and appealed to Nananum to release land for agri. The government led by Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has launched its strategic growth for the last year he is in office. Indeed, as he said last week when I was with him, he is no lame duck. Indeed, the last year will be more vigorous and more active. And we are there as his ministers to help him achieve his ultimate goal, to leave a lasting legacy. So the agri sector is so key to us, and remember, engage in it. I myself am in it, and I'm taking more steps to do more, and there's money available. If you take steps, we will help you find the money, so people cannot say there's no money in the country. And then also, one portfolio I want you to look at is the natural resource development. Another is the cultural heritage, another is the tourism, and there are other ventures in your various areas that you can set up these investment portfolios. And my office will help lead the discussion and make sure we also contribute into these ventures. With these investments, the traditional councils will not only improve their financial situation, but also enhance their authority and influence within their communities. This will enable Nananum to play a more active role in promoting peace, security, social cohesion, cultural identity, environmental protection, human rights, and gender equality in your communities. My fourth proposal, Nananum, is an invitation for you to avail yourself to development cooperation. The ministry is in contact with a number of development partners, as I just mentioned, for possible funding of our programs and development funds These programs apply good sanitation practices, end to early child marriages, and many other soft development outcomes that aim to foster peaceful coexistence within our communities. It is my hope that when you are called on, you will respond positively to the proposal and join in advancing the national interest and the aspiration of our people in your communities. My last but not the least is to propose development funds that should be set up in your various communities, and I commend Nananum who have already taken the initiatives. A lot of you have started and have taken note of that. So whatever resources I can also find in my ministry to support it, I'll readily do so because it's one of our proposals for this year. Madam President, on the issue of the economy, I am happy to notice that you have taken note of the improving situation. Indeed, we hear a lot of Chroma, and it is true to a large extent. And I keep on saying, and the President has said it several times, that just about 3 years ago, Madam President and you would agree with me, we couldn't meet in this room. 3 years ago, we couldn't travel. 3 years ago, we couldn't meet even families. It was a difficult time for us. The economies of the world crashed. And it's like we are forgotten so soon. And when it happens that building the economy again from scratch is not easy. But we have seen improvement. And as you rightly said, inflation, for instance, which was 54.1, is now 26.4 this November. And the trend is that by next year, July, we should be heading towards 12%, by August, single digit of 9%. And these are the trajectory that the economy is following. So things are improving. The city is stable largely, and it's not depreciating as fast as we thought. The improving budget presented by my colleague, Minister for Finance last November, captures the efforts that the government of Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has put in since the dreadful COVID-19 pandemic. So things are looking up, and we must have hope. The election year is with us, Nanam, once again, as Nana President said. I wish and treat Nanam to be circumspect in our utterances. Indeed, the election year brings emotions, but let's give what is due to Caesar is due. Sometimes it goes beyond boundaries and becomes political. So Nanam, this is a plea that I'm pleading, that you rise about it, and let's get a peaceful election through, and Ghana will be the beneficiary. I would like to express my sincere gratitude and appreciation to Nanam, who have supported me and my ministry in the year 2023. Your leadership, wisdom, and guidance have been invaluable in advancing our shared vision and goals for the development and prosperity of our dear country. I have indeed benefited from a lot of wise advice from Nanam, and there are areas when Nanam called me quietly and advised me on what to do. I very much appreciate it. You have shown exemplary commitment to my work. You have shown cooperation and solidarity in the face of many challenges that I face. And I want to enjoin you to be with me all through the year. I am honored and privileged to be working with you and to learn from you. Together with you, we have achieved remarkable results in my 8 months and made significant progress in the various areas of the national interest. I look forward to continuing our fruitful collaboration and partnership in the coming year and beyond. Thank you, Nana President, Nanam, for your confidence and support of me. God bless all of you, and I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Sabre yebra enwanyam for asabi akasa ewone nkasa ye mo no owie ye nani ye hu se otemuafo a wo ba na wama abeso yebusua yi mu anase nananom atankonya mu na waba abesuan no woyi niti registrar edi nanim wo chia nananom atankonya titiwi ene wona asabe akonya ana yapagya wo mo akire wo mo hwie mu ma wo mo ba bese bebi akire nananom yeyi wona wo National House of Chiefs emu betire yewura esomenya asante man so man yene ene yewura go so man yene one na say dwumadie na anana dwumadie ne titiri ejina won so lo ye temwafo mechre judge no eguso a ochia nananom atankunya registrar owo National House of Chiefs and na hu ne say odi dwem ye lawyer ye judge nechi a sabre wochia nananom atankunya no. Sabre yewura ode no ochirikosi inchama a otoso mienu esomenya asante manyene asore a okwa kosai kosi bibi achire yewuranom na yewuranom agenatum ewo National House of Chiefs oni ninua goso manyene goso manyene ene hu ne se wo chie ninua a enije ahye wona funu moma no asunya santeman so manhene echia ne nua otumfo ni fahene echia mampon manhene sabre die yehu enuanum mienu a ene nyame ato nsupa egu won so ena esi bibi ede achire yewuranum atrankunya no.
So I'll start with I will do that concurrently. Right? So when I say I, you say I and your name. Of course, good. I, Nana Oniri Usi, having been elected a member of the National House of Chiefs.
A member of the National House of Chiefs.
Do hereby, in the name of God, and our great ancestors, swear that I will bear true faith, and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana, as by law established. That I will uphold and defend the provisions of the Chieftaincy Act, 2008 Act 759, and that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of the National House of Chiefs. So help me God. Congratulations.
Ewo dwumadie na se no insaya no eko mienu. First one dia ye hu ye no. Ye won se nananom no esoi esi bibichre National House of Chief Presidents. Ye ko nimpre ni so. Ewo nimpre ni so no ye ko otemuafo a obehye se de dwumadie ne beko no. So we a otemuafo ne kan na yewuranom aka. Wose bibi chire yewuranom na yewuranom so ase bibi achire no. Ode na no December o ma no mo so de ne dia ma wo enam we so ema emra abechechire ho.
Our first administrator repeat after me. I, Nana Oniri Usi, swear that I will truly exercise the judicial functions entrusted to me as a member of the National House of Chiefs, and will do right to all manner of people, in accordance with law, customs and usages of the Republic of Ghana, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me. I, Nana Oniri Usi, holding the office of Usmina Maine, of the National House of Chiefs, do in the name of the Almighty God swear, do in the name of the Lord Almighty God swear, that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person, any matter which shall be brought under my consideration, or shall come to my knowledge, in the discharge of my official duties, except as may be required for the discharge of my official duties, or as may be specifically permitted by law, so help me God.
Sabre Yeranomo ase bibi atwere atemboafo no we ne senti wo chiacha esunya manhene ena de kan ya ho se oni yewra enmanyamfo asabi etwetwe nkomo afi wo chia former regional minister for Ashanti region ono anso na oye former House of Chief, National House of Chief Minister who se wo chia no afi ne na go so manhene nso ena ye hu se ono nso ni nua asabi edi inkitanwodie wachia yerenwanyamfo SK Boafo former Ashanti regional minister ono anso saye former National House of Chief Minister ena ohu se enuanom no awie no sese we so yawie wodi mo e won National House of Chief jumedie ne mo enti sese nananom atenkonya etena se e won National House of Chief a yebekọ no na wonso akunya esi ho a wodi ene bia wodi wonjuma ewo ho bi esansa ye hya ase no na wonyansi bebi nche yewuranom no obia din ene bebia odi ne hene ewo ho enso no wode woni bi besese die entenase bia no owo ho nanan machankonya wo esumia asante man sinso enya akonya ema wowura trinkwa sononko ene ne ehunu sa achiamefo ne nanan maka echia no no
on the occasion of being as elected and joining this august House of Chiefs. I have just a short remark, and my remark is essentially to wish them well. I know that the position they occupy is a very crucial position in serving their community and the nation at large. So I only wish them well, I wish them good health, I wish them God guidance, that in the discharge of their duties, they will excel and future generations will remember them as having made an impact and added to the august stools that they occupy. So once again, congratulations and best wishes. Thank you very much.
Abisiafo Asante Maisu TV na enedei yede osumi ebeso mono ewo yesum no mo na de nisu ade ho ne titiri ni se nananom mienu metre esunya Asante Maisu manyene ene yeru agoso manyene eba beso ya bese bibi atwe nananom atakunya president ekasafa Ghana ya Asante memu ho nsensem efa galamsey wo say yenuba yensuo kanya kosi se yenhwe baby yanhwe ya ebedu baby kra no galamsey nsensem nti age yakra nsuo na chese Ghana oyeno ene arehosem ena beto eni senti no nananom nyina ensom na politicians ensunsom nenam sa yoyiso na yentu galamsey ase kra na nya sa ye brabra so minister kasa yemu so ma yati asese na ban na ye bi oba yimfie bosome nwotwe nsuni ono nso ayebi na yenina yenim se bosome mfie miensa a etwem no pandemic kese ebesoaye ewo Ghana ha enam sa yoyiso nananom ntumi nhia yentumi nhia kwafo school fo ntumi anko school edwuma bimpo entumi sa yone ena ma yehu se enam so ma yehu ahokyere kakra enam na mpo ma ya ade omatete nyoma so se de nyina yehu no afei lawyer pie honom ene nananom edi nkita ho ma wo sai kire won waka bibi kire won mo on so gyina na no musam no so esai ekyerɛ mo afei na nan macha nkonya ekyerɛkyerɛ ho esan sɛ wonua no mabɛka ho odi enigye egye won so Asanteman so TV na yeguso a yesom mo no yesrew won sakasa video yi bia ye besrew sɛ obe like afei na wa subscribe anam so ama wa be Asanteman so TV di hyekan afei ma ora mfi sɛ obe share ama ofoforo ate de ekoso e wa Ghana memo titiri ene ya Asanteman ahase nyame nhwo sɛ wogya wo comment e wo comment section o me ametina mu amesom mo medini eduana de hyekan oforiwa adepa amanfo
Asanteman so TV, yes, so Mosompa.